from Houston, where the crowd is on their feet. The NBA playoffs continue. Just 2 teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Hart. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. You look at the Rockets. They hold a 1-game lead in the series, looking to take 2 straight before going on the road.
And that's the ideal position you'd like to have in the finals. When you have home court advantage, maximize it, and then you keep the pressure on your opponent because they know at some point they're going to have to try to win one on the road to beat you in the series.
Yeah, this is a real momentum swinging game because with the series set to shift locations, Game 2 really dictates which team has the mental edge going forward. So I think this is a critical game.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Jason Richardson and Hedo Turkoglu are at the 2 and 3. Brandon Bass is out there with Howard, and it's Arenas in at the point. And for the Rockets, Garrett in at point guard. Marion is out there with Odom. Then it's Allen, and it's Davis in at the center position. Now here's Bass.
And you're asking a lot out of your teammate to try to handle that pass. I don't like that decision at all.
That was a ferocious Facebook finish.
It's easy to forget he plays the point, isn't it?
Well, he still looks to pass first, but if nothing's there, he will not hesitate to take it up strong to the hoop.
Howard with a screen on Davis. From deep, Turkoglu. They get it back.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah. Oh, hey, watch out below. Run for cover, young fella.
That's just a beautiful fast break.
Definitely. Textbook all the way to the nice finish at the rim.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Stan Van Gundy.
I asked him how he felt about his chances of taking Game 2 on the road, and he told me, I still think we can. Our goal was to come in and take away at least one of these 2 games here, and we can still meet our goal. But this is the NBA Finals. Nothing comes easy. We'll see if they can meet their goals. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Arenas, averaging 14 points a game. Fires the 3. Sean Marion grabs the miss. Houston has come out of the gates quickly. They won their last game. That was Thursday night.
It was a strong game for them defensively. They were very sharp and forced the other team into a lot of mistakes.
Well, Steve, they did cause their share of turnovers, but there was also some pretty sloppy and raggedy ball handling on the other side.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Turkoglu, right now averaging 7 points a game. Sean Marion covering. Deflects the pass.
It's a couple of turnovers for him here in the early part of the quarter. He's going to have to tighten things up a little bit.
Outside Odom. This one for 3. Can't get it to go. So Orlando will take it the other way. From deep, Richardson. And it goes out of bounds following the shot. He's got 6. A 10-footer. That's good. 8 points for him.
He's been really impressive at both ends of the floor so far early on.
Yeah, and it's for that reason that they've been able to jump out ahead early here.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
This run a definite concern. They've lost all momentum. They need to try to sort this out right away.
Here's Turkoglu to stop the run. Sean Marion covering. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, that should be a rule. No layups. Protect the paint. Make them earn every point.
Yeah, I think that's just tough, hard-nosed, smash-mouth basketball. Make your opponent earn their points from the line. Don't give up any layups.
He hits both from the stripe. 8 points for him. It's an 8-point differential. He's covered by Arenas. And Davis can't get it to go. A slow start here for Orlando in this one. Trailing here by 8. Turkoglu outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bass. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, I hope they start getting warmed up here soon. That's 0 for 4 to this point.
The feed now to Marion. There's the pick. Turkoglu picks him up. Howard with the steal.
Great steal in the paint. Thought he might get a layup out of it, and he wound up turning it over.
From deep, Turkoglu. The Magic again can't hit.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Kicks it out to Allen. And it's Howard picking him up. Defended by Turkoglu. Ring shot on the way. And Davis can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 8. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, and really a nice pace to their offense.
And they call goaltending. They'll give him the bucket.
Hey, saw that move.
Here is Nelson, averaging 9 points per contest. And Allen picks him up defensively. Left side Arenas. Working on Allen. Releases to stop the drought. And Nelson gets it to go. Nelson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Guarded by Nelson. Garrett. It's a little short, but gets the friendly roll.
That's 4 of their last 5 buckets now coming in the paint area.
And they're in attack mode right now, barreling in there with bad man intentions.
Now here's Arenas. Two on the clock. Gets the bucket. Arenas has got his second bucket of the game to go.
See very few mistakes from him at that end of the floor.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Rockets on top. They lead by 1.
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling for outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside and doing it with intention and purpose.
Don't go away. Back in just a moment.
Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Another. I'm a tree, I'm a black, I'm a plane on the ground underneath the feet.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead. Here's Odom. Garrett, he's in at the point. Odom out there with Jefferson. Then it's Shane Battier, and it's Allen in at the 2 guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Here's Battier, and he drops it in following the offensive rebound. Battier's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Rockets. The Magic trail by 3. Outside Arenas. He's against Allen. The shot. And again, it's Orlando converting. Odom with a screen on and slam dunk. Wow! Now the Sprite slam cam for the replay.
Boy, that dunk got everybody up off their seat.
Oh, they're loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on that.
Outside Arenas. Now Bass. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Glenn Davis is checked in for Houston. 3-point lead. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And it's a 5-point Rocket lead. Got a piece of it. Here's Arenas. He's got 6. Right side Arenas. Over Allen. And again, Gilbert Arenas. Arenas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I tell you what, right now that mid-range jumper serving them well.
Yes, it is, guys. That's 6 of their last 10 points coming from that mid-range area.
Richardson dishes to Nelson. Richardson the pass to Nelson. Battier against Arenas. Nelson kicks it over to Arenas. 6 to shoot.
And look at how quickly he got his hands in the way of that pass.
Garrett puts it up. Bucket's good. 16 points for him.
Well, the defense has to commit so much attention to him. He's just an important part of this offense.
Arenas is doubled. On the wing, Jason Richardson, defended by Allen. Lets the 3 fly. And there's Gilbert Arenas on the assist by Richardson. And that's 11 points for Gilbert Arenas. Davis down low, working on Howard. And here is Odom, averaging 8 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. That's good. He's got 19.
And there he goes. He didn't get a 3 in the first. He's starting to look for it here.
Outside Arenas.
Boy, you gotta love that kind of anticipatory defense.
The dish to Battier. 19 points in the game. Six on the shot clock. Nelson with the steal. And they're on the break. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You know, he's not going to make a mistake when he gets in tight. That's a good hoop there.
The Rockets making a switch here. Marion's checked in. And no problem at the line here for the three-point play. Here's Turkle. Sean Marion covering. Garrett gets the reach-in call. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team's first.
Here's Turkle. Pass to Arenas. Shoots the 3, and that's good. Hito Turkoglu for 3. Turkoglu's got 5 now.
They're having much more success here in the second. After missing on a few chances that they had earlier, they've locked in and zoned in here now. Good. Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there.
Arenas, the 3 is launched, and Davis pulls it down.
Good solid defense on the perimeter. They're challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Garrett with the charge. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's foul number 2, and I think he's got to be really careful not to pick up the 3rd before the half.
Turkoglu outside. He kicks it to Arenas. Turkoglu kicks to Richardson. The 3. Excellent D there from Allen. Rockets leading by 7. The tray, and that one's good. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
Well, I like that. They ran to the three-point line and got an uncontested look there in transition.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Easy to see why he called this timeout. They've been allowing way too many shots around the basket, and that can't continue.
Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Houston. Turner comes in for Ray Allen. Then for the Magic, Orton comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Anderson in for Brandon Bass. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. Orton backing down. Shoots it up. That's good, and Arenas with the assist.
And the field goal percentage now up over 50%, so the offense coming around.
Yeah, Steve, I think that's a good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gates, but looking to regain some ground right now.
Coast to coast. And the layup is good. Arenas has got 13 points.
Yeah, easy bucket for him there.
And finish he did. Took it hard to the rim.
Here's Garrett. No luck. The Magic trail by 6. Anderson in the post. Guarded by Marion. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. And there are the Magic with another bucket. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Garrett. And easy 2 points on the layup. 24 points for him.
He's just too quick for his man. Left him in the rearview mirror and knocked it down.
From deep, Turkoglu. That's good. Turkoglu's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, nice pick there, guys. I mean, gave him the space he needed for the hoop.
And we'll be back live from Houston.
38. The Magic, 35.
The NBA Finals second chapter. Game 2 here on the HP Halftime Report. The Rockets putting up one heck of a fight. They have some work to do, but can still jump out to a 2-0 lead in the finals if they win. Physicality taking over the game. They are muscling their way around the paint. A valuable contribution so far by Ray Allen. And what a game from Lamar Odom. And a scrappy effort by Orlando. They've gone to their bench for the spark, and it's fired. Big scoring off the pine. Some textbook basketball from Gilbert Arenas. Consistent shooting from the field, making well over 65% of his shots. Not a lot of guys put up a half.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. On the court for Orlando, Arenas and Richardson pair up in the backcourt. Brandon Bass is out there with Ito Turkoglu, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low.
And you can see the strategy has been to take the ball inside here.
That's where you get high percentage looks and draw fouls, Steve, and it's a good way to play.
Arenas with it. On the wing, Jason Richardson lets it go from deep. Garrett grabs it. Rockets leading by 5. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Richardson. Here's Orlando now. It's a 5-point game. Howard with a screen on Allen. Arenas passes to Turkoglu. Pulls it up. Garrett rips it down.
Now, they've got to be careful. They can't give him that much room because at that range, he'll make you pay.
Lays out of bounds, and they retain possession. They get a hand on it. Here's the break. All alone, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Well, that's great. You take advantage of that turnover and convert at the other end.
Absolutely. I mean, points off turnovers this time generated off the steal.
Here's Turkoglu. 8 points for him. Sean Marion covering. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Rockets Power Dancers. There we go, fans. Keep it going for your Rockets Power Dancers.
Here's Arenas. 13 points in the game. Tries to save it out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here is Howard, averaging 20 points per game. Fires from deep. The Magic again can't hit.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping them get the lead. And if they can continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape. Now, they're not worried enough about him. They've got to tighten up their defense. I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
Turkoglu outside. Guarded by Marion. Backing down is Howard. 5 on the clock. Picked up by Davis. And here's Turkoglu for 3. Sean Marion grabs the miss. Marion's got his 5th rebound in this one.
4 straight misses. They've got to find a way to get back on track.
He's covered by Arenas. Here's Odom. Check it out here again with the spike slam jam.
Making it look easy out there.
That's been a lopsided affair on the floor, guys, and on the scoreboard.
So for the Magic, J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. The and one is good, so a 3-point play that time. Got a piece of it.
He only had 1 mistake prior to halftime, but he's starting to get a little sloppy there offensively.
Tries again. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, they keep going inside offensively, and guys, they've been very aggressive here.
Got huge advantage in points in the paint, and I think the defense has to make an adjustment to protect the middle.
Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Turkoglu. 8 points for him. Feeds it to Bass. Guarded now by Lamar Odom. Clock at 6. Bass dishes to Turkoglu. Over Marion. And the basket by Turkoglu. Turkoglu's got 10 points in the game.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Down low. It's stolen by Turkoglu. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Marion's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, they've built a big lead here so far, and a lot of it has to do with how well they've been rebounding.
Yeah, every time they make a stop, they're securing the rebound, and that's really allowed them to get out to this lead.
Now, here is Nelson. From deep. And the rebound goes to Odom. Odom's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. So for the Rockets, Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Arthur in for Lamar Odom. And the Magic also making a change here. Jason Richardson is checked in for J.J. Redick.
Yet to miss a free throw here in the second half, guys.
And you love that efficiency from the foul line, Steve. Really can help you maintain a lead and win a game.
From deep, Richardson. That's good. Richardson's got his second basket of the night.
I tell you what, he'll be quite contented to sit out there beyond the arc and knock down shot after shot if they're going to play defense like that. Tighten it up out there.
He has 38 in the game. Here's Garrett. It's rebounded by Bass. The Magic trail by 17. Nelson kicks to Howard. Back to Nelson. Howard, the pass to Nelson. Just 5 on the clock. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Nelson's got 5 points so far. Guarded by Nelson. 3-pointer, and that one's good. And he's got 41.
Boy, they just cannot figure out a way to stop this guy this quarter, Kevin.
Garrett is tagged with the reach. That's his 3rd foul of the game for the Rockets. Glenn Davis is checked in for Hayes. Jefferson comes in for Terrell Arthur. And Shane Battier subbed in for Ray Allen. The Magic also changing it up. Daniel Orton He's checked in for Howard. Clark comes in for Brandon Bass. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Jameer Nelson. From the top of the key. No good from Clark.
A humongous lead for them here. I mean, they've really done a good job of controlling the flow of the game.
Yeah, and I think it's the rebounding they have to thank for that, Clark, because it's really set the tone in this contest. You know, winding down, they're going to go for the last shot here in the quarter.
Yeah, I like the recognition there. They're going to play for the last shot, just as you said.
Outside Jefferson. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
But with the defense recovering into the lanes, you've got a wide-open shooter at the three-point line.
Turkoglu inside the line. Hits the close-range jumper. Turkoglu's got 4 this quarter. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. He'll make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 19.
It's game 4, the biggest stage in basketball. It's the NBA Finals. The Houston Rockets go up against Dwight Howard.
Now, while we've got a moment, we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for our Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Doris?
Hi, guys. Will you look at the Rockets? The spark has been from the good work at the point. In the first game of the series, he has been the player to set the tone and has really come out strong out of the gates. If they can take the series lead, that...
Garrett, he's in at point guard. Marion is out there with Odom. Then there's Glenn Davis, and it's Battier in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
Left side Arenas. Turkoglu outside. From downtown. A second chance effort. Here's Nelson. Nelson with another miss. Rockets leading by 18. Here's Garrett. 13 feet out. And Davis can't get it to go. And Marion gets it to go.
You know, he's the one guy you have to absolutely be aware of in box out.
Here's Orlando now. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Well, that was a clever look to get the ball into the paint that time, guys.
Odom backing down. Shoots. Good from 11 feet out.
He continues to do everything well out there.
You know what? And it's really hard based on that to determine what he's done best so far.
Here's Arenas. Misses the three. They're enjoying, Steve, a commanding lead.
Well, and it gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest, which is so critical during this grueling NBA season.
Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by the Magic. Arenas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Left side Arenas. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Arenas doing all sorts of things. 13 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
Yeah, it is a nice number. He's taken it upon himself to really find his teammates and to get this offense going.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Davis. Arthur comes in for Lamar Odom. And it's Turner in for Sean Marion. Orlando also making some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Reddick. Bass comes in for Quentin Richardson. And it's Richardson in for Jameer Nelson. The Magic trail by 18. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Earl Boykins.
Earl Boykins. Substitution.
Ball stolen. And they're moving it up. Here's Garrett. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Ray Allen. So for the Magic. Off the inbound pass, gets the bucket. 43 points in the game.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
From deep three-point range, Arenas with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, three-point shooting a huge factor for them offensively.
Man, defensively, you got to make an adjustment. I mean, you can't continue to collapse inside and give these guys quality looks.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Looks like this one's over. They really played well tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, we can take it out of the oven. This game is cooked.
Out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Turkle. Howard dishes to Richardson. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And he slams it home. Here's the replay on this right slam cam.
And that ought to do it. That should seal the deal.
Yep, I agree. Closing it out with relish.
Hayes on him. Now Howard. Here's Richardson, and he finishes at the rack.
They could have used this run a while ago. It may not make much difference now.
Yeah, they hit that snooze button a little too much because they showed up late to this game.
Dwight Howard grabs the board.
I don't know, Clark. This looks over now.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is all but over.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Jason Richardson. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Wow, he is just burying shot after shot from long range.
And he'll keep calling and begging for the ball, I'm sure.
The 10-footer. Ooh, offline. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke and our entire 2K sports team, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. Right now, let's take a look at the Jordan Player of the Game.
All right, you took care of business at home. Now you hit the road for the next 3. What's the mindset going into the second phase of this series?
The mindset's to win the next 2. Don't take your foot off the gas pedal. Finish them off and show everyone that we're the best team in the world. I've known it since day 1, and it's about time the rest of you guys figured it out. We ain't coming back here for another game. You can be sure of that.